with this a little bit early start time, much sooner than normal, we will still be able to have quite a few members of our EWF universe here in the chat tonight. We're going to be splitting it up Mondays sometimes. Certain days of the week are harder for me to get an entire episode in all together, so we're going to have to split this episode up between War and Skirmish. Both will happen tonight. One will be happening right now, live on Twitch. The other one will be happening later live, but it'll be about a 6:30 to 6:45 start time. Okay, before we get things underway, I want to say tonight we'll have the first ever main event involving divas here in the EWF. Never had that and through the entirety of XCW, and now after only having one diva match last week, it was a championship match, spectacular match between Jessica Gage and Alexia Cruz. We are going to have now a divas main event here this evening. And in fact, to me, it's going to be a spectacular event. It is a 3-on-3 divas tag. And you're thinking, well, tag matches aren't necessarily that special. There's rarely anything on the line, especially on something like a 3-versus-3 tag. But tonight, there's actually quite a bit on the line in our main event. The three women of the Wrecking Crew, which is Elijah Brown, Jessica Gage, your champion, and Morgan Valentine will all be taking on the three women of the West Carson Avenue family. That is Dawn. You actually see her on the picture right there on the far right. Dawn, Sean, Tia Alpha, and of course Tamia Lyons. All three of these women will be facing off against three women of those West Carson Avenue family Wrecking Crew. Should be a great 3-versus-3 match, but the question is, why is it so important? Why would this be worthy of a main event? I mean, we've had divas tag matches in the past that haven't been main event worthy. The reason why this, besides it being just the women here in this organization are pretty awesome, and it's great to watch them, but the winner of this bout, that entire team will be in the number one contendership match in order to turn a number one contender for the women's championship here in the EWF. So on one side, you will see Jessica, obviously our champion, cannot get into the match, but she will earn both of her teammates, both of her faction mates, a shot possibly at her belt. We'll have a fatal four-way in our following episode tomorrow. But the other three women, this would be a chance for the West Carson Avenue family to have a 3/4 shot, 75% chance of getting one of them in that title match. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how things work out tonight in our main event with women on the line. I don't see anybody in the chat yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get things underway in just a moment. If anybody has any questions or anybody has any concerns about what is going to happen, looks like we got Alex Tyson in the party here tonight. Tyson taking a couple of losses recently on the show. Lost in our main event, lost in our pay-per-view to Jake Watson one-on-one. Then last week lost to our world heavyweight champion, our Texas heavyweight champion. People still happy about the fact that Kirby, I have questions, that's Tornado. People happy that Kirby did not win and name it the Palestinian heavyweight championship, the Texas heavyweight championship. Alex Tyson had a one-on-one match with the champion, but could not get the job done. Jordan just seeming to dominate everybody over on Skirmish. Hello, Dwarn. Let's go ahead and, since people obviously can hear me, let's go ahead and jump into the first match here. We have got a tag match between two guys who struggled last week in their debut as a team, Jay and Chris Cassidy. They have a shot, though, to prove themselves against the champions, in tag team action. So let's go ahead and jump into this first match. Tornado, if you really do have questions, you can ask them. Hopefully, I believe maybe even by our second half of this episode, by the time we get to Skirmish, I might have my microphone finally up and running. It's been driving me crazy not to have a microphone. Using my Kinect for actually streaming drives me crazy. Using it for parties, I have no problem with. But for the quality on the stream, it is definitely better to have an actual mic. So hopefully those issues will be done possibly by this evening. We can maybe do that. Dwarn, no one is here. Tornado, seriously? Why is no one here? Well, I just started the stream, Dwarn. I mean, it takes a little bit of time for people to get in here, but it's also 4:30 in the afternoon, and we're normally on, somewhere between 7 or 8. So people maybe aren't expecting the show to be on yet, Dwarn. But yes, I can download your Creator Wrestler. We do have spots available. We have a number of people who have been inactive for quite a while, and their superstars, shall we call it, are on the edge of being cut. Once we get some new superstars jumping in, I can cut the guys who have just basically been completely inactive, not jumping in streams, haven't seen any text or no messages sent to me on Xbox Live. So we can definitely do that. PS4 Fusion, no, sorry, this is on the Xbox One. If you have an Xbox One, you can get your guy in here. PS4, sadly, I can't convert those guys over.
We're starting off strong, Michael.
Things starting out. Nice big move right there by Jay. Okay. I guess you assumed I was PS4, assuming you wouldn't be able to get your guy Fusion. Yes, I can get your guy Fusion. In order for me to download your guy for our next stream, what I need from you, send me a friend request on Xbox Live, send me a message on Xbox Live that tells me the name of your guy, and I will then download him, add him to a roster, and he'll be available for our next episode, which will be tomorrow night. Hashtags are Dashing Dawn, Irish, Gross, Pero is cool. I guess Pero is cool with no spaces, or Irish Pero is cool with no spaces, and Will Tia. Okay, I don't know which one to use. Oh, you don't know which of your Creator Wrestlers to use. Why is Maxine from Living Singles at ringside? People have said that in the past before. I don't even think it was you, Tornado. Yeah, it does look enough like her to really believe that is. It's between the Lucha and the Dashing Dawn. Will Tia is a diva. Yeah, you can have, by the way, Fusion, you can have a diva and a superstar. We've got spaces available for both. With this, last year we had that 25 Creator Wrestler limit. It really hampered the number of superstars that I could be able to use at one given time. Now with the 100, I've got quite a few spaces left open. So for sure, Fusion, you send me that information. If you can add me on Xbox Live, Tornado, if you can write this down for me or something. My gamer tag is ImageMaker. Add me as a friend. Send me your information for your Creator Wrestler to my Xbox Live account. That way I can look it up while I'm downloading your Creator Wrestler. I'll add him to the show. He'll either be on this show. We have two shows on our program, Skirmish and War. This is War, which is our Monday night show. Skirmish normally runs after it on the Saturday night show, and then we'll have pay-per-views for each brand individually. My friend made her, but she's inactive, so I own her now. Okay, well, Fusion, if you have... can you at least send me a message on Xbox Live? If you don't, if it's not even your Xbox, then I'll have to go back. If I can remember, it'll be hard for me to remember. I can go back and I guess listen to myself since I won't be able to keep this Twitch stream over here on the right side attached to this video. It's ImageMaker with no spaces, Fusion. Nice suplex right there by Dallas Morgan. Tag team champions last week, looking good in tag team action. Defended their titles at the pay-per-view, breaking ground against the Whitetail Mafia. And the Wes Carson Abbott family has looked really good leading into last week. Struggled in a couple of matches though, and they have some opportunities coming up that could definitely push them further than just the tag team championships. We're going to see about that as time goes on. Why does Ryder's hairline keep changing? Renee's just going to keep pulling out flaws, isn't he? Well, it's not they were hashtag Brent Balding since Tyson. Tag match. I think Colin tagged in for the first time. I believe Dallas on the apron now. You can see Dawn, I believe his girlfriend on the outside. Colin throwing Chris Cassidy, oh, off the far side of the ropes. Cassidy coming back at full speed, gets a big boot right in the face. That brogue kick, taking him off his feet, but that did not disrupt Cassidy too much. He was able to hit a nice spinning neck breaker right here.
Looks like he's in
yes, Fusion, in fact, you can. If they are a team, then you can have a tag team. They would have to be an actual tag team, though. I'm saying, like, you couldn't have two guys that are part of a faction together and they both be single superstars. But you can have two guys. Albion, I see Albion here. Yes, if they're a team, you can have two people. Like we have Dallas, this tag team champions, in fact, are from the same user. So are the Whitetail Mafia. But the men in red and white are actually two separate people with two different creator wrestlers that decided to team together. Why isn't Image ignoring these questions? Not enough people are talking in the chat, so I gotta listen to what people are saying. There's too much chatter, I can ignore somebody. Okay, getting back in the ring, I believe at a 7 count now. No, just a 6, but very smart. I believe he's crashed Colin into those steel steps. But Colin not happy about it now, taking it to Jay.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Got a new attire. Okay, nice. Albion debuting a new attire.
Look at the attack here. Oh, man.
Might have to download that in between streams since I'm actually... you can upload that before the normally, you know, Albion, we rarely ever... Hold on, spear right here. This could be it. I believe that's a signature move. No, not enough to put away Jay here this evening. I was off today, but okay. Yeah, I'll download the new Albion. I should have a little bit of time after I've got to take somebody to practice and deal with that. As we get a nice, sweet chin music here from Jay. Once again, this time the opposite side. Morgan Brothers kicking out. Colin not quite done yet.
Neither of these teams appear to be showing any quit here tonight, King.
No, so yeah, Albion can, and in fact, Albion, just to let you know, it will be Brent Ryder versus Chris Cryptic later on Skirmish 1-on-1. Finisher just hit right there. You see both sides getting in the ring, but is the Dallas Morgan able to get in the ring and break up the pinfall, saving Colin? Don't know if that would have been it, but definitely not the end. King Disbelief, yo, it's the champs. Champs are here in the house, tag team champions, the only tag team champions in EWF history. So far, of our 6 championships in the company, only 2 titles have actually been retained from our first pay-per-view. Brian Nash, our world champion, the only singles champion to retain his title in his first title defense. The other is, of course, these tag team champions. A second signature move, I believe, just hit right there, but Jay not going for the pin. I don't know why he did not. Albion says Ryder again. Did you face Ryder the last time you were on, Albion? Because you hadn't faced him since, if that's true. It's been so long. Hold on, look at this tag team finisher. Jay could be in trouble. We saw this is how they won their last matchup last week. How they won the... Look at this. Oh! Colin tried to knock Chris Cassidy off the apron, but Cassidy quickly averted it, got inside the ring, and broke up the pinfall.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Let you know, Albion, last week Brent Ryder got a good victory. As we see a submission move applied right here to Jay. Brent Ryder last week got a good victory over the former heavyweight champion Kirby 1-on-1. Thought he was about to tap out, but a nice, looks like he's able to get out of the move with a hip toss after breaking the hold with his elbow, jabbing the side of Dallas a number of times over and over again. Chris Cryptic has actually been, he had a shot to become the #1 contender last month for the world title, couldn't get it done against Jackson Jordan, but this might be it. No, Dallas Morgan has not taken nearly enough of a beating, and look at that. Jay just flicked him off. I don't know what he's going for here, but huge dropkick right in the chest. He is going to tag in Cassidy now, getting Cassidy continue the role that Jay has been on. Well, Albion, just to let y'all know, y'all two probably haven't even missed that much because we took about a month off. Hadn't had a stream until just before this last weekend. So we're only in our third month of action, actually, here in the EWF. It's actual time. So our first holiday since I started streaming, and I took a little bit longer time off than probably most people wanted. Bad and TGA. John Cena is 18-0 and champion. Hold on, look at this. One. Oh, no, what is this? Jay actually able to prevent Colin, but Don grabbed the referee and pulled him out of the ring. West Carson Avenue family using a little bit of cheating here tonight. Look at this double underhook. Maybe going for a powerbomb there. Gets it reversed. Nice clothesline. Big distractions by the West Carson Avenue family, allowing Dallas Morgan to take control of this match and avert what could have been the end of this match.
Oh, no. We know what this is.
Oh, going up top. Dallas Morgan. Don't do it. I think we saw this a couple weeks back. Don't do this. Not off the top turnbuckle. Not to the outside. Cassidy is just crushed right there, guys. Completely crushed. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. This has been a great first matchup here. Look at this pounding in the face right there. And a huge backbreaker coming. Oh, pendulum. And not only that, he is crunching him over his knee, using his throat and his leg to put even more pressure on the back.
I just can't get over the fist.
LOL, the West Carson Avenue family are in a company called TGA, but not my TGA. And Carson is my name. Well, that's funny, yeah. Funny, like that story got funnier the fact your name actually was Carson. And in GTA, there's a place called Davis, right? Oh, Davis is my last name. Look at this, Chris Cassidy being taken over. I thought maybe he was going to try to turn that into a bulldog with that wheelbarrow German suplex. I think we're at an 8 count now. Colin Morgan not allowing him to get back in the ring. Cassidy, 9 count here. Cassidy has got to run. He's got to run right now. It is really close. No, just beat the count. You cannot get closer than that. Even with Colin Morgan trying to prevent this bout from ending. I mean, he tried to make this a count out. The referee, I don't think he gave him any extra leeway, too. Normally, if something like that would happen, the referee might hold his count off, yell at Morgan, get back on the apron, and instead, he was not having any of it. He wanted this match to end. And what a great job by Cassidy. Ring awareness, timing, hearing the referee, and he gets in at the last possible moment as he comes in and tags Jay in now. Warrior trying to make it back to his feet. Tag team match opening the night here. We've got a lot of good action this evening. Some great matchups, including the first ever women's main event. It'll be a 3-on-3 tag. The winning team will be in a #1 contendership match, a fatal 4-way to determine the new #1 contender for that women's title next week. But it is West Carson Avenue Family's Divas against the Divas of the Wrecking Crew. Should be a great bout at our main event, but you know, tag team action. The tag team champions have really struggled for a lot of this match. Jay and Chris Cassidy have pulled off some great moves, and if it wasn't for a couple of interferences. Hold on, look at that. I don't know what happened to Dallas Morgan. I assumed he was going to run over and break that up. I wasn't even calling the pin as much because Cassidy got blocked by the referee, couldn't get around him. So stop Dallas Morgan, but maybe we'll see it on the replay. My favorite place in GTA is my garage because my cars are better looking than any other superstars on the roster. Hashtag Ox. Hashtag any. And what a crazy ending this match. I really thought for sure he would break up the pinfall. But it looks like these guys who struggled in their debut have fixed maybe their problems. They just pinned the tag team champions. And luckily for the champions, this was not a title match.
Let's take a look at some of the
this is it right here. Oh, now here it is. This might be it. Trying to see where the ending replay is. Sends Jay over into the corner. These were the last men in the ring. Nice reversal from the corner. Immediately, look at this. Double underhook into a dragon suplex. Look at this. He gets in the ring. He could have easily have run over there, but for some reason, Dallas Morgan just stood there. No reason. I don't understand the rhyme or reason. Maybe he expected Colin to kick out. Maybe Colin signaled for him to stay back. I don't know. Maybe that was crazy for some reason. Whatever it was, Wes and Carson Avenue Family Tag Team Champions. Colin does not get saved by Dallas, and these two men pick up a win here tonight. They're now 1-1 in their career, and a bad loss last week to two single superstars. This week, picking up a victory over the Tag Team Champions. King Just Believe says our first loss. That might be their first loss, but sometimes all it takes is one loss to unravel somebody or unravel a team. I doubt that'll happen to Colin and Dallas Morgan, but so far they've proved they're still the champs when it matters. They had their titles defended against the Whitetail Mafia in a tornado tag team match, able to pick up the victory there. A bad loss here. We don't know. Are they going to unravel? Is this the start of the end, or is this just simply a hiccup? Something where next week they're laughing about this. Whichever way, we're getting things continuing here tonight. Brian Street, the man on your left, made his debut last week against a member of the West Carson Avenue family, CJ Lyons. Could not pick up the victory against the veteran, but here tonight, going up against one of an EWF original, man, who was not a part of our original XCW brand. Trey Savage, though, has picked up some good wins throughout his career, and some kind of, he's been up and down, but a great, maybe his best win last week, tag team action with Adam Quinn, taking down those #1 contenders, maybe. We have not seen Jay and Cassidy in a title match. Might have to face off against the Whitetail Mafia in order to find out who could be our #1 contenders, but they convinced me tonight that they at least have the ability to get the job done. See if the titles are on the line. Look at this. Trey Savage got in the ring as Brian Street was taunting him. Instead of attacking him, maybe breaking him up, making him pay for it, he decided to taunt as well. Street broke off from his taunt, came over and took Savage down. Savage, the much stronger of the two of these men, maybe trying to use his power, unable to use it so far. Nice big elbow right there. Can he drag him, get a big move here? Up top, cracking the knee there. Maybe he thinks if he can take out the knees of Street, that'll take away some of his speed. Give Savage the big advantage in this match. Savage going up top, maybe go for a scoop slam, gets it reversed into a DDT. Can Irish Arrow have individual matches as well as Dashing Dawn? Fusion, the tag teams will primarily do tag team matches, but yes, the tag teams will on occasion, we'll have one of them fight instead of the other. So I doubt, rarely will we have, both guys have singles matches in the same week, but there will be times for sure where, we have one of them in a singles match, and the other one maybe as his manager or something to that degree. But yes, you can have the tag team with singles matches. But to a degree, one of the biggest reasons why they're mainly in tag matches is, to try to get a feel for where they are in the division, and at the same time, it helps in terms of overall number of superstars I can use on the roster. So if I have them in a match, even against two single superstars, that's two single superstars and the tag team that are able to get on the show. And, oh man, signature move, that DDT right there could have ended the night, but Savage kicking out. Going for a big kick there, got it reversed. Up top, oh! Hit the signature, couldn't keep Savage down, but maybe right here, hand under the rope, Street, rookie here in the EWF, maybe hadn't been around too long in the Indies as well. Should have known the ring position there. Ring awareness, pulled him back to the center of the ring. Maybe gets the 3 count. Instead, he is now, it seems to have enraged Trey Savage, who's not happy about how things have gone so far. It has definitely been all Brian Street throughout this match. Savage could go back-to-back weeks with huge wins, or Street could turn things around after a bad debut last week. I don't know which of the two is going to happen here tonight, but Savage taking a break, getting outside. Street trying to taunt him back in the ring. It works. Savage gets the first blow. Street, though, coming in with some strikes. Nice swinging neck breaker right there. Oh, because my entrances are awesome. Well, Fusion, just to let you know, normally for the non-pay-per-view shows, we only do title matches for debuts. B27, give me that title. Usually we only do title matches for debuts on occasion and for title matches if someone's like first title defense. So they, at the very least, you know, if it's like a rematch clause type thing, so at the very least, they can come out with the belt once in an entrance. And then, of course, for pay-per-views, all matches have their entrances on. That's to save time. If I have entrances on for every match, the load time for the entrances and the entrances themselves end up adding probably at least an extra hour onto the show. So that's why I don't normally do entrances on the regular. Savage, hearing the referee's count, he's walking back to the ring. Maybe he's a little tired. Street, who was dazed for the moment, able to run back in the ring, and he's got the advantage. But Savage with a quick kick there, only momentarily had the advantage. Brian Street quickly turning things around. What is he going for? Gets the big man up with a nice back suplex. KC in here. KC's match coming up in a couple matches. Maybe, I believe, 3 more to go. And his will be up here. Got to get this one done. That could be its second signature hit. The second DDT from Brian Street. Taking down Trey Savage. And Savage could have really used this to springboard his career here in the EWF, but just more of the same from Savage. 1 week up, 1 week down. Brian Street, though, he's only had 2 weeks to show what he can do. Last week, put up a pretty good match against CJ. This week, able to hit 2 signatures in the finisher to put away Savage for the 1, 2, 3. This could definitely be good things for Brian going forward. Fusion, best thing to do is always send me a message on Xbox Live because I won't remember things that are typed and even things that I probably said because it's hard for me to remember to go back and check that kind of stuff. So sending me messages on Xbox Live are the best way to do that.
You want to talk about incredible high-impact sports entertainment?
Here we go, swinging neck breaker right there. Some big moves throughout this match from Brian Street, and just, you know, he had bad ring awareness early on, and he had, you know, some hiccups, should I say, throughout the night. But, you know, overall, Brian Street looked pretty impressive in this match. And right here, I believe this is the end of it. It's a unique DDT. It's an edge style DDT that lift up, swing to the side DDT.
Here's your winner, Brian the Show.
Yeah, Fusion, because that way I can always go back and check it. If you send it to me here, I can't. It doesn't save the Twitch stream, so I can't go back and look at it later.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big.
Just to let you know, I'm not perfect. There are many times where I have simply, even when someone's sending me an Xbox Live, I've still failed to do what it was supposed to do. But we'll see. Okay, next up, we've got Ricky Brown against Shane Thomas. Shane Thomas going through a little bit of an evolution here now. He had an attire somewhat similar to like a Roman Reigns, but the pants a little bit maybe more like Cena. He had this new attire here in the EWF, a new style, and he is ditching that feeling maybe that he needed something to stir. He couldn't he had that triple threat match at our pay-per-view, a chance to become the #1 contender. KC won it. KC is the #1 contender for that world title. Shane Thomas now has got to find his footing in the company, and he has a really good opportunity here beating the former Intercontinental Champion Ricky Brown, a member of the Wrecking Crew. Should be a great match. Let's go ahead and get this one underway.
And there's the bell. This match has started. This is a classic. Two guys.
Okay, see, I saw the whisper. That's your matchup. Tell me again during your matchup, if you're still here. Tell me again during your matchup, because that'll be easier for me to remember. Right here, tie up in the corner, but now Ricky Brown able to get the advantage from behind. Shane Thomas from behind now. Got Choka in the chat. It's weird not seeing Tom Hoskins there now. Apparently, Choka have switching up Twitch names. Nice takedown by Ricky Brown. Got Shane Thomas on the ground. Both been back to their feet. This is a quick match. Both been getting the advantage and taking each other down and back up. And look at that, Shane Thomas trying to scoot away, but he was already in the corner, nowhere to go. Ricky Brown able to get a swift kick to take him down. And look at his manager, his wife, Elijah Brown on the outside. She'll be competing in that main event later on tonight here on War. You guys, just a reminder, War and Skirmish tonight, a little bit different than usual. Normally they're back-to-back on the same stream, having to split them up just by a little bit, probably around a 6:30, 6:45 start time for Skirmish, due to having to make taking kids to practice, basically, is what it is. Ricky Brown here turning things in his favor throughout this match so far. Shane looked good for a little bit, but Ricky Brown has taken over, and he is probably letting all the frustration, the rage, the anger, the hatred, everything that he's feeling after not winning back his Intercontinental title last week. He was in the main event of War last week, fought Demon. It looked like everything was going his way. He even hit his finishing move, and instead of going for the pin, didn't even go for the one attempt. He doesn't hit the pin attempt. There's no, frustration, I think, in the end. At least you gave it everything you got, but you hit your finisher. You don't go for the pin. You continue to beat him. You hit a comeback move, maybe heading for your signature, running into the corner, and just a great job by Demon, able to avoid that attack in the corner. Hold on. I believe that was his spinning discus clothesline. Couldn't get the job done. Same move that was hit on Demon. Should have gone for the pinfall after. It did not. Thomas gets the stunner here, knocked down to the ground. That's actually the very move that got him beat last week. He'd already been stunnered once by Demon, but ran into the corner. Demon ditches and moves out of the way. And as Ricky Brown staggers out of the corner, stunner to stun Ricky Brown and keep that Intercontinental title out of his hands. And I don't think Ricky Brown is done. I think he wants a title back again. He is not happy that he is not Intercontinental champion. He feels that he should be the champion. But he lost not once but twice to Demon. One-on-one, no interference, no screw job of any kind. This man, I don't know what's going to happen. The redefining of Shane Thomas, or the anger, the vengeance, the frustration of Ricky Brown, which of the two will be able to beat the other here tonight. So far, Ricky has done a little bit better throughout this match. But you never know when somebody can turn it around. Look at this. Going up top, Ricky Brown. Devil knees to the chest. Ricky Brown, what is he doing? He is dominating, but he could be making a big mistake here. Going out here, I think he wants to put Shane Thomas to this table. Shane might be playing right into his hand. He does. And look at this, Ricky Brown. As I said, he is taking out frustration and anger. He's about to put Shane Thomas on the table. He is going to try to put Shane Thomas through this table. Ricky Brown staring at him for a moment. I don't know what he was up to. Knocks JBL's hat off the table. What is he going for? Oh, look at that reversal. The two men are on top of the table. They both get off, though. Shane able to reverse that finisher through a table and might have just saved himself in this match. As I said, frustrations sometimes can make you crush your opponent, but sometimes make you make a big mistake. And Shane flicking off his opponent right there, not happy about what he tried to do. Shane Thomas, this man was so close to a world title opportunity. He thinks he should be facing Nash one-on-one, but he got pinned by KC in that triple threat match. And now he needs to work his way back up. Look at that, Ricky Brown throwing him over the top. Down he goes, Ricky Brown going for a pin off that back body drop. But Shane kicking out of one, impressive. This late in the match, kicking out of any move, out of 1 count.
That he's here. We're looking at complete domination.
Wrecking Crew looked dominating last week, except for Ricky Brown's loss. Jessica Gage got a victory. Should I say, on skirmish they looked dominating. Actually, things went pretty bad for the Wrecking Crew. I forgot. Tyrant took the loss in tag team action. He and Dan Juan lost to the tag team champions. Ricky Brown lost the Intercontinental title rematch, but they did retain both of their championships that they still own. Jackson Jordan beat the former Wrecking Crew member Alex Tyson, and Jessica Gage did defend the women's championship over on skirmish. Jackson Jordan this week actually has to defend his title. Look at this second finisher hit. This time center of the ring. Ricky Brown drops to a knee, gives him a moment. Is that enough for Shane Thomas to kick out? Yes, it is. Just that moment. Instead of immediately covering him, it only drops to a knee. That's all Shane Thomas needed to get out of that. What is he going for here? Nice spinning neck breaker. Very impressive move by Ricky Brown. Oh, you know what? I think he changed his finisher. That must be a signature move now because Ricky's calling for the end of this match. He's got him. Yes, that vertebreaker. This is the move. That was so close to winning him the bout last week. Is he going to go for the pin? He flips him over right next to the ropes, though. His hand is under the ropes, and the referee forces Ricky Brown to let him go. Fusion, I'll have to get him after the stream. And look at this. A big Olympic slam right there, crushing him down onto the ground. And right now, plowing in his face, Shane Thomas. Another big mistake by Ricky Brown. Luthes press and the pounding, trying to get the 3 off of it. Ricky gets a good kick out. Should have had the victory. This one should be over. But Shane Thomas, too close to the ropes, got his hand under there. Ricky Brown now, the frustration just must keep mounting. He is getting a lot of reversals in. Shane not able to make these moves, go back to back, and now a big power bomb. Oh, look at that. Pinfall attempt maybe incoming. No, he's going to continue the assault, maybe trying to wear that face paint off. Pounding in the face. Shane has got to get up. Shane has got to reverse, get some big moves in. Able to hit his signature finisher, maybe put this one away. It looks like he's actually busted him open from the side. Those punches from the side able to cause some blood. Little red thrown into the face paint now. Ricky Brown, is he trying to go up top? Oh, it looked like he might have been going up top, but decided to change his mind. He's going for something, though. Continuing, it's just pounding in the face of Shane Thomas.
Remember, momentum in WWE.
Yeah, Fusion, I definitely could not have gotten your creative wrestler during, you can see what I'm doing during the stream. So, look at this. Submission hold right here. Locking it in. Can Shane Thomas survive? Will he kick out? Will he be able to break free of the submission hold, or is he going to have to tap? Shane. Come on, Shane. No, Shane, he lets him go. But look at this. Shane pops up out of nowhere. It looks like he got a breath of fresh air somehow. Normally out of a submission, people are more lethargic, unable to get things done. And look at this Shane out of nowhere coming in with a vicious move. And he's going to tell Elijah to get out of the way. She's moving out of the way of Shane Thomas. Thomas with a running double drop kick to the outside. Both feet with that extra added force from the running. Not enough. Elijah's cheering on Ricky. Oh, but Ricky able to survive. Shane can't believe it. Thought that was for sure going to get the job done. That was by far the biggest move he hit throughout this match. Wrecking Crew does not want to get wrecked again. Look at this stunner out of nowhere. Bust him open, too. Is that enough? Look at this. Flicks him off. Maybe he's got a comeback now. I don't know. Look at this. Ricky Brown picked up. Shane Thomas going for that clothesline. Hits it a second time. Ricky Brown 3 straight clotheslines, and he is back in the corner. Shane has got him set up for something. Oh, reversal. Ricky Brown with a nice reversal right there, going straight into his finishers. This is a repeat of last week. Ricky going to do exactly what happened to him. And going for the comeback. But no, Ricky, don't do it. Ricky, don't do it. Ricky hits the finisher. Now he's going for a comeback. He's going to show him how it is done. Now Shane Thomas in the exact same corner, exact same situation. Oh, but he hits the clothesline this time. He can hit that signature move. Can he prove that maybe what happened was last week was just a fluke? Spinning discus clothesline. Shane Thomas is down. Shane Thomas is down this time. He is dragging him away from those ropes. He does not want the ropes to be a factor. He's got the leg hooked. 1, 2, but no! Shane kicks out of the signature move there. Shane getting back to his feet quick, too. This one should be over. He's been hit with 2 finishers, 2 signatures, and now look at this. The vertebraker once again. Ricky Brown is just going to make sure he is away from those ropes, drag him away again, and he does. Ricky smarted up. Flip him over, go for the pin. This has got to be done. No way Shane can kick out yet again. 1, 2, 3. No, Shane. It did. You know, this has got to be one of the best ever by a superstar. It took him 3 finishers. It took him 3 signatures in order to put this man down. So he had 3 spinning, or 3 discus clotheslines, and 3 vertebraker to finally put this new Shane Thomas down. And Shane, even in a loss to the former and first ever EWF Intercontinental Champion, has got to be proud of his efforts. You never are happy. You're not going to walk back to that locker room pleased with your match. But at the very least, you can know that he didn't run you over. This match was not just this match was a fluke basically. If you want to call it that, you would not go down easy. It took everything this guy had and more to put you on the end. And this might have been one of my favorite moments of the match. Look at this, going for a big move. You didn't quite see the end of that. Going for a big move through the table, and luckily able to avoid it at the time. In the end, though, couldn't get the job done. What a match between these guys. Great match between the former Intercontinental Champion and Shane Thomas, a former #1 contender almost for that world title. Maybe these guys could be fighting it out again very soon. We need to find a new #1 contender for that Intercontinental Championship. Is Ricky Brown that man? Is Shane Thomas that man? I don't know exactly where these guys line up, but here tonight, and a great back and forth. Both men had good opportunities here tonight, but neither one could get the job done until that 3rd vertebraker crushed Shane Thomas here tonight. That was good, Choka. That kind of reminds me of that Intercontinental title match at XCW's 2nd WrestleMania. Choka and Deshaun Johnson bringing down the house, and you couldn't blame Deshaun for losing that match. I mean, in that match, Shane Thomas threw everything he had. He couldn't put Deshaun down forever. Finally put the man down and out of his misery. But it took forever for that match to end. It was such a great match. This match, to a degree, kind of mimicked it. Neither man would go down for a long time. That dropkick from the outside thought might put away Ricky Brown. And, of course, there were multiple occasions Choka could have gone down, that Shane Thomas could have lost this match, but it took 3 finishers to put him away. But now we're moving on to Shawn Johnson, who again took a tough loss last week against Shane Thomas. This week going up against CJ. If Deshaun can't win this match, I don't know where this is leaving him, because this is a guy who looked, heading into the EWF, looked like he was the next step. This guy could easily have been a world champion by now. At the very least, a mid-tier champion, an Intercontinental TV champion. Instead, he has struggled, whether it was tag team or now in singles competition. He needs a big win, and a win over CJ, in fact, would, I believe, maybe do just that. In fact, give him that big win that he is desiring. And Tamia, we saw Dawn at ringside. We saw Alicia Brown at ringside. Now we're seeing Tamia at ringside. She'll also be in that main event later on tonight, that 6-women tag team match. West Carson Avenue family, 3 women. The 3 women from the West Carson Avenue family will be taking on the 3 women from the Wrecking Crew with a lot on the line. Right now it is West Carson's own DJ Lyons taking on to Shawn Johnson. Shawn Johnson has won an Elimination Chamber in XCW. Went on to have a great bout. Maybe the match of the year for, I'd say the match of WrestleMania, match of the year maybe, and maybe one of the top matches ever in XCW at WrestleMania 2 over in XCW. CJ, though, he has been a multiple champion, whether it was the TV title, tag team title. He has held many titles in the past. Look at that big move right there.
It'll be interesting to see who becomes the alpha male early in the contest.
Yeah, the fight is on for dominance. Oh, my.
Yeah, Casey, I saw what you put there. I don't have that set up for this card, though. Let me hold that off for a week. I wanted to talk to you about that, but I didn't see you on when I was setting the card up. Hold on, look at this takedown. Bam.
This match is going to be so unpredictable. I just can't wait.
We're looking at complete domination here.
One-on-one. Deshaun already hits a signature move. That Canadian pile driver. I don't think that'll be enough to put him away, but I can rest assured you that would put me out of my misery. There'd be no chance of me getting out maybe ever again after a move like that. Look, the only man in this company who was able to hit that move. Look at this. Is he going already to take? Look at this. He is going to try to destroy that table that was not destroyed by Shane Thomas. That last match, we thought Shane Thomas was going to be sent through that table instead. Table able to survive. Now Deshaun trying to put CJ in it. CJ just toying with him, jumping in and out of the ring, trying to get him to come back in. He does, gets him to come back in. And, oh, look at that. Tries to hit him with that spinning kick, and CJ makes him pay. And big kick to the chest. KC, I believe your match is next. Really want me to do that, then I will. I go edit the match. I mean, I don't like to edit matches, but if you really want me to add that into the match, I can. I thought we had discussed some future plans, and that what you're asking me to do right there wasn't going to happen till after, at least till after pay-per-view. Could be wrong. It's been a while since we talked about it, but hold on, what is this? I think Tamia needs to move. Tamia might maybe making this a little more. Oh, this almost jumped over Tamia through the ropes, and it's a nice tornado DDT on the outside, taking down Deshaun. What a great move by CJ. Turn this match around. Uh-oh, going up top. Oh! Pump handle driver right there, crushing the back of the neck of Deshaun Johnson. Deshaun now, I thought he was going to be thrown in the ring instead. Throws him into the steel steps. Knees are hurting already at a 6 count. 7 now. Deshaun knows he's got to get back in the ring quick. Let's go CJ. King Just Believe cheering on his West Carson Avenue family teammate. That CJ right there pounding it. Oh, bullplex right here. Look at that. Tossing him over the top. Tamia cheering on CJ from ringside. Can he get back-to-back victories in singles competition? Oh! We have really got to pay our referees better. Maybe they just like CJ that much. I don't know. Able to pull that foreign object out and smash Deshaun across the face with it. Sean was dominating early on, but CJ has gone a complete 180 here. Big elbow right there. John Johnson, bam, rolling it back with that nice Russian leg sweep. It's Days, CJ's Days, kick to the gut, rolling him off the ropes, going for this comeback. Back heel kick, another jumping back heel kick right there. Ducks under, nice spinning neck breaker. Man, what a comeback right there. He's got a signature for sure. I want to hear, what does he go for? That Canadian pile driver again, driving the skull into the ground. If he's got to pull him away from those ropes, though, don't allow him to have a chance at a rope break. Look at this, hooks to the leg. Is this it? Tamia, will she interfere? 1, 2, no. She was either confident that CJ had this, maybe wanted to at least let him find his own battles.
These are predators great, tremendous gladiators.
Hold on. Oh, look at that. Hurricanrana. Could he be hitting a finisher here? He's on the ground. Will he call for it? He's got a top rope finisher. I don't know why he is so hesitant right there. I'm hoping that we can see the light zone, as you can see it on the back of his trunks. Look at this. Look at that takedown hook in the leg. 1, 2. No! Deshaun kicks out at the last moment. So close to a 3. That big pop to the back. Sets up for the ride or die. That double underhook release. Tiger bomb. And look at this. He's calling for a finisher here, I believe. Look at this. Walks right into it. Ducks under. No, it's a comeback. A comeback by CJ. It's that second forearm. Nice duck under. Coming back. Here's a spine buster into the ground. And he crawls over the corner, just trying to avoid him. Look at this. Oh, that running drop kick. Spectacular move hit there. Could he hit a signature move right here? Again, hits that foreign object right into the forehead. He's going to drag him to the center of the ring. Smart ring awareness. Pulling him over. Is this it? Is that too much for Deshaun? 1, 2. No! Deshaun kicks out. He had already been hit by a signature, I believe, by a finisher. Another comeback and signature. Not enough to put this man away. Able to avoid the move. Nice double spinning back heel kick. Taking down CJ. And if he can just hit a finisher. Look at this. Another Canadian pile driver. He hooks the leg in the corner. Is CJ going to grab the ropes? 2. No, but he kicks out. All he had to do was move his hand. Look at that. He can't believe that this match isn't over. He's hit 3 of those. Got to hit his big finish here. Maybe take him down. Oh, good positioning. He's got to get on top of that corner, though. He's got to get on the ropes. He's climbing up top. CJ trying to get away, maybe. He's going for that top rope finisher. Can he hit it? Oh, no, he's caught midair. Rock bottom in the corner. CJ goes to the pin. Hand under the rope, hand under the rope. No. 1, 2, 3. And oh, second week in a row, that top rope finisher comes back to bite him. Both men able to store finishers, able to avoid being taken down with that great finisher of his, that top rope finishing move. Caught once again. This time, last week, it was an F5. This week, it was a rock bottom. Time to take away that diving finisher, huh, Deshaun? Yeah, Deshaun might need to rethink that finisher. Seems like, basically, as long as he can dominate his opponent, it won't be a problem. Problem is if that opponent has a finisher stored, I think they're going to reverse that every time. As King just would sleep, it was, in fact, West Carson Avenue family for the win. Deshaun takes another tough loss. And you know what? If he'd had a regular finisher, I honestly believe he probably would have won this match. Or if he'd even tried to hit that finisher the last time before that last huge big stint, a big push from CJ, I think he probably would have won the match then. But I think CJ able to store back up, get another finisher, and in the end, made the crucial mistake of allowing him to reverse that top rope move. Here it comes. CJ, maybe a little bit more aware than we thought he was. Climbs up top, jumps, getting ready to jump off, and catches him midair. Maybe going again over that double axe handle. Rock bottom this time. Paid for it. CJ with a good victory. Back-to-back singles wins the last 2 weeks for CJ. Maybe CJ trying to climb back into title contention. Yeah, very excited. She'll be competing in the main event in just a few more matches.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout.
Casey, real quick, let me know if you want me to go ahead and make that change to your matchup, or if you want to wait to make that change at a later time. We'll discuss it after the show. Real quick, give me a message, because I have to either choose next match or exit, because your bout is coming on right now. Let's see, KC go one-on-one with a very impressive man who's actually done very well, including defeating Brian Nash one-on-one. His name is Dan Juan. Okay, so here we go, moving on to the next match. As we're only there's only one more episode before the pay-per-view in this organization. War only has one more show after this before they are at their next pay-per-view. So, I mean, we're very close to the next War pay-per-view where Casey and Brian Nash will go one-on-one. Last week, both of them kind of struggled against what a lot of people assumed was, inferior talent, but both been able to pick up the win. This week, though, both of them going up against very, very highly touted competitors, both members of the Wrecking Crew. Dan Juan, who's beaten our champion one-on-one, and Brian Nash going one-on-one with Tyrant, the man who feels like he should have won that title at the first ever War pay-per-view. Let's go ahead and get this match underway.
Action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything.
Alex Tyson is back.
All you can do.
Alex Tyson, a member of the Skirmish brand, will be competing later on. Look at this. Nice spinning leg drop right there by KC.
This will be a physical battle.
Team just believe there are no number one contenders yet for the tag belts. It might depend on if Whitetail Mafia can pick up a victory here or not. Plus, we could possibly be having a brand new tag team join in. But we will probably know by the end of our next episode. Could possibly have a tag team match, a title match, as early as the War pay-per-view, or it might be held off for the Skirmish pay-per-view, depending on when a number one contender is named. Yeah, Alex Tyson was a member of the Wrecking Crew, but was unceremoniously kicked out. Jake Watson beating him at the pay-per-view, then Jackson Jordan and company kicking him out. Tried to get some revenge against Jackson Jordan last week, couldn't get the job done. Look at this, Dan Juan creeping everybody out here. And KC, I don't know, that'd be enough to get me out of the ring. And his face pounded in by Dan Juan. Dan Juan, formerly known as Dizzle Dan, put up a great performance both in XCW and in the EWF so far, but has yet to get a championship opportunity. Could he be your next Intercontinental Champion? A big win here tonight against the number one contender very well might put him at the top of the Intercontinental Championship pedestal. On him over the top rope. There he goes. No, big right fist pounding him outside the ring.
Well, that's a strategy you have to always have in the back of your head, Cole. If you ever see a
big DDT.
You gotta jump on it.
And that was going to go for a clothesline. Instead, it's a shoulder breaker right there. Again, a shoulder block taking him down. Shoulder block, knocking out his opponent. Both men able to hit each other with that same move. Both men back in the ring. KC had the advantage and hits a sling blade on Dan Juan. Look at this. He is calling for a signature move from his knees. Cracks him in the chin. Some sweet chin music. 1, 2, KC not able to get it done, but a very nice signature move. Able to take Dan Juan down with it. Could have a finisher. Running tornado DDT. Almost putting the champion away moments ago. Could he be very close to doing just that in a couple seconds? Lifting Dan Juan up. Dan Juan, nice takedown right there. Alex Tyson cheering on KC. Assuming Alex has got to be anti-Wrecking Crew now. Look at this. Nice takedown right there. Down on the ground, side headlock. Alex Tyson says, no! I don't know what the giant no is for. I guess he's not anti-Wrecking Crew. AC able to escape that submission hold, got one of his own on, but releases him a little bit too quick. A nice, taking advantage of just a momentary lapse there by KC. Look at this. Oh, it's got to hurt even more from the big man. Crushes his face in the mat, but can't get the 3 count. Thank you guys for being in the chat here tonight. I know we got Tornado, Alex Tyson, King Just Believe, KC. I believe we got Fusion as well as maybe a few other members of our EWF roster. Look at this up top. Oh! How did the big man do it? The referee even reacted to that catapult. Oh my gosh, Dan Juan. I think that stunned everybody in the audience. That stand even me. I couldn't even finish my sentence there. The catapult trouble of paradise puts Casey away. And this man might just be your new Intercontinental title #1 contender. Does he just be the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship? They're the world championship. This man might be Brian Nash to become your new champion. But Dan Juan has beaten both the champion and the #1 contender within the last month. Dan Juan, definitely a dangerous singles competitor here in the company. Dan Juan might even be wanting to get into the world title picture. I don't know. By beating the top of the top in the company, he might be saying, you know what? I'm better than the Intercontinental title. Push me toward that main event. I don't know. Tyrant definitely wanting to get back that world title he feels that he should have had by now. I like games, kid. How are you doing? I am new here. Well, it's nice to see some new faces, but look at that crazy move out of nowhere. Dominated all match, but one finisher ends it. New attire is uploaded. Okay.
Here's your winner, representing the crew, the original gangsta, Dan Juan.
Dan Juan with a crazy finish there. Of all the people in the roster, maybe Dan Juan is the last guy I would expect to be able to pull that off. Now move on to our next match, which includes our world champion and the man who faced him at our previous pay-per-view, getting another shot at him. This time, no time on the line, but it looks like who's going to be at ringside for this bout. It is the owner of the company, Shane McMahon. He is out here to maybe watch the Golden Boy Brian Nash, or maybe to see exactly how far Tyrant has come along. Tyrant and Brian Nash one-on-one for the first time in a long time. Should be a good bout between these two guys. And Shane McMahon is at ringside. And for anybody who doesn't know, I'm controlling Shane McMahon. That's why the camera angle is a little bit different. I don't know why the referee fell out of the ring. That's kind of funny. Tyrant's only lost one singles match, but he did lose last week in a tag team match.
Here's somebody who's willing to do just about anything to get
nice
to the
drop
top.
kick right there. Shane McMahon cheering on this match. Great bout between these two individuals. Owner of the company had not stepped foot inside the arena, never showed his face in the company to this point, but he is out here watching this, and he wants to get up close and personal. He's watching this one right there from the edge. This Brian Nash pounding him hard in the face right there. Tyrant, nice. Going for that backbreaker. Hits one, then throws him over the top. Kind of a release fall-away slam. Brian Nash, though, quickly back to his feet. Going for a scoop slam. Tyrant takes him down. Hits a reverse DDT. Shane cringing at the power of Tyrant.
Look out.
Tyrant thrown up in the air. He just lets him free fall. Nash trying to take down this man who has been chasing after his world title for so long. Nice sweep under the leg right there. Tyrant again, he turns the favor, sweeps Nash under the legs there. These men going back and forth, nice reversals. Neither man able to get the true advantage here. Nash misses that big hand, able to get Tyrant a few shots. The Dark Matter smashing his face in. Oh, I got to read what Tyson is. I'm not anti-Wrecking Crew. You just have to think like this. If Brent Ryder was just an ounce of sexy, like yours truly, Alex Tyson, would you want to hang around with talentless mutants? No, me neither. Very interesting comments by Tyson in the chat. Tyrant, big takedown. Look at that, almost a rock bottom chokeslam kind of combination. Gets the height of a chokeslam, but in that rock bottom, look at the signature move. Puts Brian Nash down. Shane McMahon very impressed with that signature move here. But is he trying to screw him over?
That strike hit the spot. There's no way
oh, did I?
Avoided that blow.
Tyrant had that signature move. Look at this. Is he distracting Tyrant? He is. Shane McMahon distracting this man. Why is he doing this? Shane McMahon on the side of Brian Nash. Is he taunting? Is he egging on Tyrant? I don't know what this is about. Brian Nash outside the ring.
It'll be interesting to see who comes the.
All right, there. I paused it. I'm supposed to have control of Shane. He's not. I don't think I actually have control of Shane. I'm not able to move him. Brian Nash, nice running big boot there, taking Tyrant down. Give me the camera angle like I get control. But. I rated Savage. Don't worry, you will see. Oh, you're making your debut. Yes, Savage, you'll be making your debut on Skirmish, which is our next card. It's about an hour away or so. Maybe just a little bit longer. Hold on. Look at this move. Bam! Taking him down. That's a move used by both Ryder and CJ Lyons, but Tyrant could have just gotten this one done. Nash, only a 2 count. Can't just believe acting like his daddy last night.
It's an amazing.
How do you get in the EWF? Hold on. Got him hooked here. Almost gets the champ again. I like games. How you get your guy in the company. How you get you in the EWF. You got to send me a message on Xbox Live. Usually add me as a friend makes it even easier. Add me as a friend on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Image Maker, no spaces. Then send me a message. Let me know who your guy is. I'll download him and add him to our universe. We've still got spots remaining, so I can definitely get that done for you. Add him onto our roster. Get him in our next episode, probably tomorrow night. Games, but you got to add me as a friend and give me your information. Just to let you know, he's got to be a 90 overall, no higher than a 90 overall. He's going to have, sorry, let me say he's got to have no stat lower than a 60. And he has to have at least one ability. That's my 3 things you have to have. There are reasons why. No stat lower than a 60, because certain stats that you won't need, you could put way down and then boost a bunch of other stats. And the one ability is, because if you have, everybody has one ability, that's about 3 or 4 points of overall that somebody has none, that they have like an extra 3 or 4 points overall. You can have 9 if you want, that's your choice, but you have to have at least 1. And right now, Nash about to hit an F7. Tyrant seems to have been dominating most of this matchup, but an F7 right here, 1, 2, no, Tyrant kicking out. Very few people kick out of the F7. Big clothesline going for a comeback right now. Perfect time for a comeback after kicking out of your finisher. This will give you a signature if you can hit it. If Nash gets this spinebuster, he does. He's got a signature now. Could go for that spear. Could go for a sharpshooter as well. Nash picking Tyrant back up to his feet. Tyrant needs a reversal. Needs one bad. Go home driver. We've seen Jordan hit that move recently. Gotten a couple wins with it. Does not hook the leg and go for the pin as well, though. Tyrant back on his feet. Nash, excuse me. Nash going for a, spinning fisherman. You know what that means. Apparently, this moveset, I swear to God, Nash has told me this. He's like, go back and look at all my matches. The computer always hits the spinning fisherman before the F7. He's got him around up top. Second F7. Is Tyrant done? Does Tyrant have enough to kick out yet again? 1, 2. Yes! Tyrant kicks out of a second F7. Look at this. Tyrant, though, cannot seem to get in a reversal that gives him any kind of momentum. He's hit 2 F7s in a row after Tyrant dominated the first at least half, if not 2/3 of this matchup. Tyrant finally able to get a good reversal in there. Got to get a hold of him. He does. And out of nowhere hits a second signature move. The 12 gauge right there. Can he hook the leg and get the victory? Going down for the count. 1, 2, 3. He just pinned the world champion. And Shane can't believe it. Shane looked like he was trying to screw Tyrant early on in this match. And Tyrant still got the job done. Our owner of the company seems to have picked his favorite in this company, or maybe he just wants to see this man succeed. I don't think Nash had anything to do with this. I think it's more about, I think it says a lot more about Shane than it does about Nash. But Nash hit 2 F7s, including a comeback, a spear. He didn't hit the spear, though. Maybe if he did the spear before the second F7, this one would have been over for sure. But Tyrant had a lot to prove here tonight. Not only did he take some early distractions, once distracting the referee, once distracting Tyrant himself from Shane McMahon, but in the end, that second signature move, that 12 gauge, so deadly. We've seen him pin many people in this company in the EWF with that 12 gauge, not even having to resort to the finisher in the end, and he just took down the world champion. This man may be proving that Nash was lucky in their last bout. So that's the F7 almost always puts his opponents away, but Tyrant must have been hitting the gym since last week. Took a pinning loss in that tag team match this week, proving that in singles competition he is a beast. Look at this. Bam! Takes him down. Throwing that leg down there too. Tyrant getting the victory in the end. Look at this. Shane I don't think he was even worried, but can't believe it when he gets the win. Tyrant proving how dominant he still is in singles competition. Now he has beaten the one man that's beaten him in singles competition. No belt on the line this time, but he proved that he can, in fact, beat Nash. As we move on to our final match here on War, this, folks, is going to be a good match. I think it's not even going to show you. Oh, it is. For some reason, it's showing you this 3-on-3 tag team match. Last week didn't show us one of those loading screens. The 3 women on the left, the women of the West Carson Avenue family. The three women on the right, the women of the Wrecking Crew. And if the woman on the far right in the red, that is Jessica Gage, your champion. If her team wins, both their teammates, Elijah Brown and Morgan Valentine, they'll both be in that #1 contendership Fatal 4 match on our next episode. If they lose and the West Carson Avenue family win, all 3 of those women will be in that #1 contendership Fatal 4-way match next week. So a lot on the line here tonight. We will see another qualifying match over on. We'll see another qualifying match for that Fatal 4-way over on Skirmish later on. That will be a 1-on-1. But this is faction versus faction dominance. You're not getting one of your teammates in. You're not only getting all of your teammates in, you are shutting out the other group. If the West Carson wins this match, neither Morgan or Brown will be able to get into that bout. If they win, they will shut out all 3 of these West Carson Avenue family divas as well. They will not be able to be the #1 contender. So a lot in the line in this main event here on Monday Night War. 3-on-3 match here for the first time. Looking like a new outfit here for Shantia Alpha. Immediately taking down Elijah Brown.
From our vantage point, it doesn't even look like a sweat.
Elijah Brown could be in trouble if Shantia can get on a roll. We have seen her stomp some people into the ground. She was in the very first ever EWF women's title match. Couldn't get the job done. Couldn't quite win it against Alexia Cruz. But Cruz did not keep the title long. Just 1 month later, losing the title to Jessica Gage and losing her rematch as well. Alexia Cruz is not going to be on Skirmish. We've got 2 women who have never been the champion in this company who have another opportunity. On skirmish, we'll see Lita taking on Jennifer Lewis. That is the manager of Clown Danger. Should be a great bout between them. Winner of that will get into the Fatal 4-Way. And if the Wrecking Crew wins tonight, we'll have to have one more qualifier next week on Monday Night War. Before we'd have that Fatal 4-Way, they would actually be on skirmish. But if the West Carson Avenue family wins, then by the end of this episode this week, we would already have all 4 women qualified for that bout. And Dawn sending Elijah over the ring apron right there. Look at that stunner. You saw Ricky Brown hitting one of those earlier. Elijah Brown able to hit a very nice move right there. It looks like she's going to tag in a teammate. Here comes Morgan Valentine for the first time. And she is sporting a brand new hair color and a very new, unique attire. Personally, I like this brand new attire of Morgan Valentine. Like the old Morgan Valentine as well, but very unique. Like this, like full bodysuit. Love that logo on the back. Of course, the Wrecking Crew on the front. Dawn has not changed much since her debut, but has a huge opportunity in this matchup here tonight. Some of these women have never even been necessarily in consideration for a #1 contendership, and they will all have that opportunity. They just got to make sure that not only they win, but their team wins here tonight. I don't know what's more important to these women, too. Getting themselves, individually into that #1 contendership match, getting their friends into the #1 contendership match, or shutting out the other faction completely. It depends on each woman probably, but different priorities for each woman. And, for Jessica Gage, this would, at the very least, give her a very good chance of that title, no matter what, not leaving the Wrecking Crew. If she can get one of either Morgan Valentine or woman standing next to her right now, Elijah Brown, to win that matchup next week, they've got to win this match right here before they can get there. Pop him in the side of the head right there. Very nice by Tamia. Tamia Lyons with a takedown. All 3 members of the West Carson Avenue family have been in the ring now. Both women getting back in the ring. Morgan Valentine back to her feet, but immediately Tamia smashes her in the face. And a takedown, sweeping the legs. One up top. What is this? Oh, double knees right there. Off the ropes. Oh, she just hit the referee. The referee got in the way. Instead of hitting Valentine, she smashed the referee. Now Valentine hits the big ending. Smashes Tamia into the ground. The referee struggling back to his feet now. Just in time for this pin attempt. Only a 1 count. Tamia, not nearly enough damage done throughout this match, but she was able to kick out of that big ending right there after making a big mistake. And I don't know if that was much as her fault. It was the referees getting in the way of that move. That referee in back-to-back weeks has made horrible decisions. This falls for it. Oh! Chin kick pops her in the face. Is that enough now? Going for the 3 count. Jessica Gage dropped to the floor. Tamia almost goes down, but able to kick out there. Elijah Brown getting back in the ring. Tamia needs to turn around. She does, but Elijah able to get the advantage now. Hey, Image. Oh, okay. Hello, Zentrix. Just off the top. Big elbow. The back of Tamia's head. Tamia really needing to get out of this ring. He's already been hit by a signature and a finisher from Morgan Valentine. Look at that big chop across the face. That big boot right underneath the chin. Elijah Brown not even allowing her to get back up. Brown gets reversed. Look at this. Oh! Big sit-out scoop slam right there. This has been a good women's match. It is our reason it's so good is because we've got great divas and women wrestlers here in the EWF. So good that this match is the main eventing war here tonight. Dude, we don't even have divas. We have wrestlers that are women. That was a super kick. And tricks. I think I erase occasionally the word diva slips out, and I try to quickly say women's wrestling or women's wrestler after that. like a dirty word. Oh, look at that, popping her in the side of the head.
Man, that's devastating.
That looked to be that big elbow right there. Might be enough to put Dawn down. Look at this, Shantia cheering Dawn on. Come on. Telling her she's got to kick out, and she does. Looks like the Wrecking Crew's been dominating as of late. Tamia took a beating, and now it's Dawn taking a beating. Shantia, the only member so far who hasn't really had much done to her throughout this match. Look at that, taking down the women's champion, Dawn, with a nice drop kick. Albion, I did watch the Royal Rumble. If there's anybody who didn't see it or doesn't want me to spoil anything, I won't say anything if anybody in the chat doesn't want me to talk about it. But yes, Albion, it did happen. Nash can tell you, I called exactly what would happen. I think maybe even before the Rumble happened, like in terms of what would have to have been set up for WrestleMania. And then, of course, once the stipulation was set, I thought for sure that would happen too. Predictable isn't necessarily a bad thing, though, Zentrix. I mean, there are times where you know somebody has to win, and when they don't, it's not that bad, because in reality, it's never a horrible situation. Like, it's like if you have a debuting Brock Lesnar come in and fight, Bray Wyatt or something. Hold on, if you have a big name come back out of nowhere and he's facing a normal guy, just because they win that match doesn't mean it's good. Like, if you try to go the opposite route just because it's not predictable, having Sting lose to Triple H last year at Mania was a terrible decision. Why would you bring in a legend and then have a guy who did not need a victory, Triple H, and have him lose? It made no sense. To me, that would have been predictable, Sting winning, and just because you go against predictability does not make it good.
You'll find updates and blogs from all your superstars.
Yeah, and don't forget to check us out on Twitter. It's @JerryLawler and @Michael Cole.
On back in the ring, Shantia getting some good moves in on Jessica.
Look at this.
Owens vs. Ambrose was match of the night. Yeah, it was. Great bout at the end. My nephew was like, oh man, I wanted him to do that moonsault instead of getting thrown off the turnbuckle there at the end. Hold on, look at that. Are they going to get in the ring? They are. Shantia in the ring, running to break it up, able to do so. Both women of the West Garden Adam family get back out of the ring. Look at this. Wrecking Crew not having it. The women are attacking the women on the illegal side. Tamia gets thrown into the ring. She is left there. Elijah Brown trying to fight Shantia now. Morgan Valentine up on the apron. Looks like she's heading back to her corner, but what's going on? I can't even see two of the women. All I know is Elijah Brown and Shantia are battling it out right now. I really don't know where Tamia went. Hold on, just a 1 count right there. There's Tamia. She circled around the ring.
I'd say that's more embarrassing than anything else.
Setting something up here, up top. Oh, she's going for Crunchy. This used to be called Crunchy earlier in the game. Right there, crushes her down. 1, 2. No, could not pin the women's champion. Oh, look at this. Dawn. Jessica could be in trouble, though. Look at this. Here comes Tamia, who was thrown in the ring moments ago. Now is the legal competitor. Morgan jumps off the apron after Elijah Brown gets taken down. Look at that big move by Tamia, taking Jessica down. Could she go for a pinfall here? No. Lifting Jessica up. Big move maybe about to happen. Going for that vertebreaker. Got her up top. Tamia crushes her head first into the ground. Right, now, I was surprised they had him come leave the ring like that. Hold on. Going for the pin here is Jessica. They're confident in her, and she kicks out. I was surprised they had him leave for part of the Rumble. I mean, it made sense for certain things. I get why they did in the end. Having him avoid certain people and such. But I still was surprised that's the way they went. Hold on, look at this pounding in the back right there. Flipping him over, her over. Morgan, what is she going for? Oh, pounds her in the gut. Mia begging her not to do it, but she went ahead and did it anyways. And her to the far corner. Away from both sets of teams, putting her on the top rope now. Going up top, what is this? Up top, nice back suplex right there by Morgan Valentine. Could that be enough for the pin? No. Lifts her up. Oh, look at that. Trouble in Paradise, cracks the skull. She's on the close side of the ring to her own teammates, dragging her maybe a little bit away from the ropes. Can she get the pinfall? Though look, Elijah's already in the ring. She's going around to stop Tamia. Stops Tamia, but a kick out by, she stopped Shantia, but Tamia able to actually kick out of the move. I don't think Dawn or Shantia had a chance of getting there. Look at this, goes for the chick kick, gets it blocked. Tamia now able to turn things around, baby. I'm also glad about Sasha Banks as well, Albion. Oh, here we go, up top. Oh no, a reversal once again. Tamia with a timely reversal. Blocked the finisher chick kick. Blocked that move right there. Able to hit a DDT. Elijah Brown, it looks like she might be fighting outside the ring. While Shantia and Jessica Gage are back on the corner. Hillary Dawn gets thrown into the ring. Referee going over there, and she's actually, he's telling Dawn to the other ring. She's unconscious right now with her head into the rope. Dawn not happy about it, but instead of going for the assault, looks like she's just going to get outside the ring here. She's going to go back to her corner. She is. Morgan Valentine hit a big move. Is that enough to put her away? Shantia's in the ring. Dawn slides under the ropes. The two collide. Oh, but because I think the referee, I don't know if he was paying attention, but put her feet on the ropes trying to get a cheap victory, but it doesn't matter if it's cheap or not. Morgan Valentine put her feet up on the ropes. Could have won with that. Hits a powerbomb. Now following it up with a big up powerbomb off of the ground. Look at that. All the women now maybe back to their corner. I don't know. Having a hard time getting there. Wouldn't be bad if there was a major return. Like to see that. I won't be watching at least the first half of Raw. I'll probably wait to watch it until a little bit later. Look at this. Oh, Tamia gets reversed. Elijah Brown. Oh, about to hit a big move. Gets it blocked. Who's going to be the woman that makes the big mistake? Who's going to make the big move at the end? Are one of these divas going to hit their finisher and her teammates make the save? You know, we almost saw the big mistake, the collision between Dawn and Shantia a couple minutes ago. Thought that could have been what caused them to lose. Instead, they're still able to break up the pinfall. So far, this match has not ended, but it has been a great main event. 3 versus 3. So much on the line. Half these women for sure are getting shut out of a title shot opportunity. Winners will get a #1 contendership match next week. Fatal 4-way match. Determine a new #1 contender. Jessica Gage trying to help her 2 teammates get in that match. Oh, Miles Corley. Miles Corley, can you remind me who your creator wrestler is, whether it was in, I don't remember if he was in 2K15 only, or if you actually have somebody on the show. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. Hold on, look at this nice turnaround.
She's trapped. I think she's covers.
Hold on, nice takedown. 1, 2, nice break up there by Jessica Gage. Shantia and well, you couldn't have been trying to get it for a year and a half, Miles Corley. Technically, we've been going for less than a full year. I didn't start up till last year, till at least it was either late February or March when I started up. But saying that, it probably is close to a year that we've been going now. Probably about 10 or 11 months total. Now, we did have a break during the late summer during summer last year, and we had a break, about a month break during the holidays. We are back and ready to go. I can search to get for him again, Miles. I'll see if you let me know what he is. I'll go search for him. Maybe even right after this, because hold on, Elijah Brown with that huge takedown right there. Is that enough to get the victory? Went for the pin. No, goes to tag in Jessica Gage. 2 of the women, Shantia. Shantia's fighting outside with Morgan Valentine. I think Valentine either laid her out or just decided to get back on her apron. And Jessica Gage going with that backslide driver signature move right here. And look as Valentine gets in the ring quick. No, Shantia. She takes out Tamia as well. But no, Dawn kicks out. I thought for sure this match was over. Perfectly played by the Wrecking Crew. Shantia was taken out outside by Morgan Valentine. Valentine also ran across the ring to stop Tamia, but she couldn't do it. Oh, she's calling for the hashtag. The hashtag talked to her by Jackson Jordan, the Texas heavyweight champion. She cracked her in the skull. Shantia trying to get out of the ring. Tamia gets in the ring here to break it up, and she does immediately. The referee noticed the pinfall. Morgan Valentine takes down Tamia. Shantia as Tamia gets out of the ring. Jessica Gage now gets knocked off the apron by Dawn. Miles Carter. Okay, Miles with a Y.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Nice takedown right there.
She's in the zone now. And the ref
I thought this match had been over a couple times. The few times that the computer had the match won, probably they were able to kick out. And the few occasions where they, probably would have for sure gotten the pin, somebody gets in there to break it up. So, I mean, it seems pretty crazy how close this match has been to being over. Also weird how much the game just randomly slowed down. They're going like slow-mo. Maybe if they get back in the ring, things will settle down a bit. Well, Albion, you actually have a chance for a title if you can win the match against Ryder on Skirmish. 4 veterans in the company are getting an opportunity. It might be their last opportunity for a while. We're going to have 2 members of the West Carson Avenue family competing against each other. And we're going to have 2 members of the former Vigilantes fighting each other. The winners of each of those battles will face off next week for a #1 contendership match against the winner of Jackson Jordan and Kirby, which is also happening. So we're having both a #1 contendership, semifinals, and a and a championship match later on tonight. It's weird that the match was going on fine for a long time, but there we go. Finally, since people got back on the apron, slow-mo has stopped. Love being an XEW original, yeah. EWE, it's EWF. And XEW is the old company. Both times you're wrong, Albion. Although maybe you just missed the F key. Nice takedown right there. Yeah, Albion, you're one of the very few original members of the roster. Still around. Tyrant, Brian Nash, both are XCW originals as well. Look at this. Oh, big elbow right there.
It's not very often you see 6
Montia
competing at the same
has
time.
not been in the ring very much tonight, but when she has been dominant. Putting her in the tree of woe. She wants to not only win this match, get herself in that #1 contendership, get her stablemates in there as well. But oh, look at that! The big woman, by far the largest member of this roster on the Divas end, able to crush Jessica Gage. I'm surprised Gage can move right now after the elevation she got on that move from the corner.
Oh, man, I hope she's not seriously injured.
Dallas Morgan is not an original. You were in XCW before the EWF, but you were not on the first show, King Just Believe. That's what I believe he's meaning by original. You're talking about starting here from the start of EWF, then yeah. Then Dallas Morgan, he's an EWF original. Has never not been in the EWF. Hold on, look at this. Running, on the wrong side of the ring. Look at this. Elijah Brown there to break it up, but Jessica Gage, I don't know. I don't think anybody broke it up and kicked out of the 1 off of that move. I don't know how, but here we go, calling for a finisher. Morgan Valentine being thrown in the corner on the far side of the ring now. She's calling for a finish here. Somebody's getting in the ring. The referee is stopping her, going for a. Look at this. This might be it for the for the Wrecking Crew. West Carson and family's got this. Elijah Brown on the wrong side of the referee. She's got to either break it up. She does not. If she'd been in the corner, if she had been where she was supposed to be. She's in there and breaks this one up, but instead, she has no more stamina after this long time match. She has nothing left from her. Look at that second time. She missed the chick kick, didn't turn around when she thought she was earlier on. But if she would be, look, see where Elijah Brown is right now, it's the perfect place to get in for where that pinfall was. Instead, she gets in behind the referee. Well, you can't hit the referee, you don't want to get yourself disqualified. But she's exhausted, she can't run. She walks around the ref and gets there a good second late. And this match is over. West Carson Avenue family gets 3 of the 4 spots in that Divas Championship, Women's Championship #1 contendership match next week. It'll be Shantia Alpha versus Dawn versus Tamia versus the winner of Lita and Jessica Lewis. Which will be the first bout on our next card on Skirmish. So 3 of the 4 are set. Now this doesn't mean, Jessica Gage still is your champion. She will still defend the title. So the Wrecking Crew very easily has at the very least, statistically, a 50% chance of still being the champion. But this, instead of shutting out this faction completely, this gives them a 75% chance of being the woman that will face champion of that division.
Sure looks to me like somebody has figured that out.
Should ban Shantia from doing that move. Yeah, that move from Shantia, pretty much a death sentence.
They were certainly able to overcome any potential to pick up the win.
What a main event. Great job by these 3 women getting the win here tonight for the West Carson Avenue family. We will move on now. I've got to stop the stream. I've got some practices to drive some errands to run real fast. But we should be back on around between 6:30 and 6:45. Should be back on. Some of the guys, I won't be able to add anybody to this stream. I've already got the card set up for our second show. But for people that have downloaded tonight, after our 2 streams, I will add your character to the next stream, which will be tomorrow night. Thank you guys for tuning in. We still have the entire Skirmish show, so we're only halfway through our stream. I'm just having to break it up right now. So remember, we'll be back on between 30 and 45 minutes. If for some reason I don't come on, I will post Y on my activity feed for some reason, because you never know what could come up. Don't forget my attire. Okay, I will see you guys in a little bit. Stream went pretty well tonight. Very pleased with what's happened. And we're going to get to that second half of the stream in just a little bit. I will be back. Xbox Switch.